we have to do some maintenance in our garden. Really, we need to fertilize the garden because we're kind of, you know, in the middle of summer. We're kind of reaching the end of summer even, and the plants could all use a little kick here. And it's a good time. It's kind of foggy outside, you can see, and the sun isn't up yet, which is great because we're going to use fish emulsion. Just organic fish emulsion. I have it sitting over there. You can buy it at your hardware store, or you can make it yourself. It's real easy to make if you have some dead fish and a couple buckets. But we're going to use fish emulsion, and this is a great time to do it because the sun is not up, and we can put this directly on the leaves of everything in the garden. And that way the plants can absorb the nutrients not only through the leaves, but through their roots.
I think it helps with bugs too.
It probably does,
pests,
yeah.
Because it's probably nasty for the bugs to taste it, and because every time you do it on the leaves, I notice that any like aphid problems or anything like that seems to go away. So
okay, great. Well, yeah, so we're gonna do that. The reason why I said it's a good time, because it's nice and foggy outside, is you really don't want to put this right directly on the plants when the sun's beating down on them. Yeah. So we've watered the garden this morning because we haven't gotten water, or we haven't gotten rain for days. Annalisa has a basket here because we're going to go ahead and pick everything, because when I start dumping the fish emulsion on the plants, it's going to get all over the tomatoes and the cucumbers and everything else, and it's just kind of gross. You don't want to, you know, we don't want to be picking that stuff after we
and we'll have to rinse them real good.
Oh yeah, we'll
like
rinse them.
A week or so,
oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
unless it rains.
Get some good rain.
Yeah.
But I don't see any. There's no rain in the forecast
I know there's
anytime
not.
soon.
Oh. Well, let's go ahead and pick like a bunch of this stuff.
Like all these tomatoes.
Yeah, let's see. We have. Hold on. Let me show real quick. We have a whole bunch of tomatoes here. You can go ahead and start picking them. I think today we're mainly going to be picking tomatoes, and I believe we have some peppers that could be picked. Yeah. We might leave these green peppers on because we just bought a couple. We still have some in the refrigerator that you bought from the grocery store. So, and these could get bigger, but we have several that are almost ready to pick here. And then I know we have a whole bunch of giant cucumbers.
Mm-hmm. What about this pepper? I think this one's good.
Yeah.
Which one? Yeah, I think you could leave it a little longer till we eat all the ones in the refrigerator.
Okay.
But we definitely have a ton of cucumbers to pick.
Yeah, the cucumbers are getting a little too big.
Yeah, they are getting a little too big. I'm going to step out here. I'll show everybody. We have a whole bunch of them. You can see from this side. There's one right there. Oh, they're getting huge.
Yeah, can I pick this one?
Yeah, start picking. We got tons of them. I mean, these, I think we have 4 cucumber plants here, and I want to say we get 4 or 5. We're at the point in the season where we're getting 4 or 5 a day off of here. And we have all of them.
Skipped yesterday.
I was going to say, we have so many on the vine because we didn't get any yesterday.
Look at this.
I know, so they're just getting huge. So we're going to just go ahead and pick. Let's leave, hey kiddo, look at me. Yeah. Real quick, leave like the ones about this size.
Yeah.
But anything else on here, go ahead and pick them. We need to pick them, which will also help the plants. You know, you can see there's flowers all over the vines here, and that'll help the plant to put more nutrients into the new cucumbers.
You can pick that one.
Instead of the...
And Brent, you mentioned the other day, if the
go.
vines aren't hanging like this,
Here you go.
when they hang down, it seems like that shapes them into long cucumbers. But when they're like on the ground or whatever, they get like a pinched end.
Or sometimes,
the
yeah,
shape isn't as pretty.
sometimes they even look like little grenades.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it seems
Like
like
balls.
it does seem like, here's one with a pinched end right here that's sitting on the ground. It does seem like gravity helps to make them into a perfect shape. Ted, here's a big one over here, bud.
Okay.
A big, huge one. Oh, and there's one of our pollinators right there.
Who, Chica?
No, not Chica. Even though Chica, it's quite amazing. This little dog is a survivor. We let her out here, and she knows she'll go over and start eating tomatoes off the tomato plants.
And eating the sweet potato leaves.
Yep, if we let her in the backyard, she'll go straight to the blueberry bushes and start eating blueberries. She is a survivor.
And she loves
really
kids.
There's
We
no
got
doubt
her
about
off
it.
the streets, so.
We did.
She was.
There's a little baby
Look at
cucumber
all
right
these
there.
cucumbers.
Yeah, we have lots of cucumbers. Is that all of them
I
that
don't
need to be
know.
picked right now? Let's see, we got some little teenager cucumbers here. And then I know we have another vine over there by the trampoline. Is there any on that?
Oh, yes, there's a
I
small.
don't think so. Yesterday night, I checked them.
Okay.
What happened here?
Oh.
Uh-oh, do we get a tomato?
A tomato worm?
Yeah, we do.
Where is
is it?
I don't know.
See over on the other tomato?
Yeah, did it move on to another plant? Oh. Yeah, that was like overnight that happened.
Yeah.
So we have one tomato plant that bit the dust there. Do we have any beans that need to be picked right now?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pick some of these beans.
What about the okra?
I believe you could pick, yeah, the okra is about the right size. Yeah, go ahead and pick some of that. Snap it off.
We grew it in Florida at one point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's some beans here that could be picked, for sure. Nice.
There's more flowers
There's
on
beans
them.
right
so I'm
there.
hoping-
Oh, yeah, I think that the more we pick them, the more beans you're going to get off of them. We got some beans. We got them kind of peppered in all over the place here.
Yeah, they were supposed to be pole beans,
Yeah,
but
we thought.
they were mislabeled.
And that's what these bamboo poles are that are
That's-
sitting
yeah.
in a pile under the trampoline here. We used to have it set up as
I
a...
wanted to have a bean teepee, but
You think these?
my teepee failed once again.
What?
This okra.
Let me see.
Like those three?
I
think
mean,
they're all ready.
yeah, I mean, I would leave these little ones at the top,
Okay.
but you can pick those big ones down there, for sure.
We're starting to get okra on this one over here.
Yep, we had one more okra
I
plant.
like
Oh, there's
okra.
one right there. And then I think I saw another one. There's one right there, a couple right here. Now, we have a cucumber vine here, but I don't think these are still little cucumbers.
We
This is...
picked one the other day.
Yeah, they're good. That's a different variety. I
Oh, no,
really like
look,
those.
This one's like the size of a little grenade.
Yep. So there's another example. I just put this one up on this tomato cage because this was sitting on the ground and kind of turning into a ball. So maybe gravity will help that one. Do you guys get all the tomatoes?
I'm getting beans right now.
Okay. We have some yellow squash in here, but it's almost ready. One of them's almost ready. Probably could go a little longer.
Good amount of beans here.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, finish getting all the okra.
All right, let's
There's more beans in the Three Sisters too.
there's beans in here. Oh, yes, there is. I forgot about that. Start picking them. I totally forgot about that. We have beans growing in here. We got a late start on our garden this year, unfortunately.
We were making the garden.
Yeah, so this is the first vegetable garden we've had in like probably almost 10 years. We used to have, we had a farm close to Metro Atlanta, and we used to have huge vegetable gardens there, but then we moved to Florida and gave up on vegetables and started growing tropical fruit and stuff like that. So if you check out our channel, we have tons of videos on our tropical fruit, the different tropical fruits and plants that we grow down in Central Florida. See any beans in here?
No.
There's no beans in this patch. over
Okay.
here. They just didn't.
I'll tell you what, let's walk over here. I know there's a couple tomatoes and some peppers over here. Should we?
Oh, yes.
Why don't you go grab Reese? I think Reese would like to harvest a couple of these
Yes.
peppers. Reese is our pepper gardener. I know there's tomatoes in here. These don't last long. They get eaten pretty quickly. This is my favorite right here. I love these tomatoes. They're so good. And we eat them just like this.
I've been getting tons of seeds too from the spent blooms on these marigolds. Like
Yeah, save them for next year.
one dried seed pod. It's probably 200 seeds.
Okay, I
So
got the pepper master.
All right, yeah, here's our pepper master here. All right, Reese, give us the rundown. Which ones are you picking?
There's a lot of red ones on this.
That's
What
the
are they?
ghost-
Yeah, these are ghost peppers. But the only ripe one is this one. That's the one I'm picking right now.
Okay, let me see it. Ooh. Now that just looks like a spicy pepper.
Yes. And then
Holy cow.
And then there's like a billion.
Yeah, let's go over there.
Peppers on
What kind are they, kiddo?
Tabasco.
Tabasco,
look,
okay.
look at this on the Tabasco pepper. This vine right
Watch out
here
real
is
quick.
kind of trailing.
Yeah,
And look
yeah.
at all the peppers coming up. This is kind of spreading out
Yeah,
and getting
Tabasco.
better.
Yeah, Tabasco is pretty much a vine.
All right, pick them. Reese is the pepper king.
We have eggplant also.
We do have a teeny little eggplant
I
right
don't know
there.
how
yeah.
that's gonna go.
What happened to all of our banana peppers? I guess they stopped producing, didn't
No, we got one that just
Okay.
started again. They're flowering again.
they? Ted, you can go ahead and start picking like any of these tomatoes that are
Yeah.
even this color.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're so good. Oh my gosh. In fact, I'm surprised that we even have any on the bush. They get eaten by the kids throughout the day. Oh no, I just dropped one.
Yesterday we were gone.
Yeah, we were gone most of the day yesterday. Here's some tomatoes, babe.
And the day before.
Got 2. Put those in there.
There's more. So you can see what we did with this one tomato. We have, this tomato plant just started running, so we started running it up this juniper here, and you can see it's like all the way up there now. And we have tomatoes all over it, from the top to the bottom, basically. Yeah, we have tons of tomatoes.
I think these are ready.
These maybe let a little longer. This one could go.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go. Eat it up.
I love eating these.
That's the best. There you go, babe.
Which kind of pepper is this one? Did we ever find out?
Reese, do you remember what this one is?
I don't think we.
That's a
labeled it.
mild banana pepper.
Oh. You
Okay.
sure?
And also,
Which ones are
also-
these?
those are a hot burrito pepper.
Hot burrito. What color do these get?
Red. Literally, one time I ate one when it was fully ripe.
Yeah.
Ate it right off the tree.
And?
They're not really spicy.
Oh, okay.
Less spicier than the jalapeno.
Yeah.
Reese is always testing. He's our
I always
raw pepper tester.
Yeah. He
There's
came on
there's
the
Chica.
trampoline.
Chica's over here looking for peaches and.
Can I give her part of a tomato to show you guys?
Sure, yeah. She'll eat anything you hand her. Chica, you want a treat, baby? She loves basically any food that we hand her. I don't think she's ever turned down anything, has she? No. All right, that might be it. Let's just go do a quick check on our melons and our potato patch over here.
Oh, and our volunteer tomatillos.
Yes, we had some tomatillos pop up. I'm pretty sure we did not plant those,
I think
correct?
they were maybe mixed in with our asparagus.
Yeah,
roots that
very
we
odd.
bought.
We have 2 or 3 plants that popped up perfectly in a row here that we did not plant. Here's one right here. What are they called? Husk tomatoes or
Husk
something?
tomatoes
Yeah.
or tomatillos.
Yeah, so there's one right here, you can see. And then we had another one pop up
Are they edible?
right over, oh yeah, right over here. They're not ready yet.
Our potatoes seems like they're starting to go in decline, so we'll be able to dig these up soon.
Yeah, this is all potatoes right here.
And
Good.
these were just store-bought
guys-
potatoes that we
I'm
seed that
so
we
excited
sprouted.
about this.
Yeah, that one's almost ready.
Got a big melon here.
It's getting close.
Yeah, it could go a little longer, but it is getting big. That's a big one. Then we got another one here. We have a different variety right here. Is that the Stars and Stripes, or
No, we don't have stars and stripes.
we got more of these though?
They're like sugar babies. So I think these are a smaller variety.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still
So-
get pretty big though.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, not like this one, not like your classic watermelon.
Oh, look
but-
at this one. There's another one right
Yeah,
there.
we got a little one right there. I don't know if all of these are going to make it by the end of the season. We'll see.
Ooh, that one looks cool.
Yeah, we got one right there. This is 2 varieties, I think, mixed in here.
Uh-huh.
And a good rule for the garden is while you're in it, pick a weed and pull it.
Yep. And
Pick any weed and pull it.
the deer do not seem to be going after our watermelons whatsoever. And because of that, the watermelons, since they're getting bigger, we've been trying to trail the vines through the sweet potatoes we tried to grow that
Yeah.
the deer love to eat. So
Yeah, here's our sweet potatoes.
it seems like they're starting to make a
Chica
comeback.
likes them also.
I don't think we have enough time left in the season for
No,
them
but
to
at
do
least we
anything.
can eat the greens.
Yeah, where is
because
Chica? She'll run off
sweet
if we don't
potato
keep an eye
green.
on
There
her.
she is.
Come on, Chica. Come on, baby. All right, I think, let me see what we got. Let me see that harvest. Show me. Looks pretty good for one
full.
morning.
Should we go look for the red raspberries?
Let's go do a quick check on the red raspberries, but then I really want to start fertilizing because I can see the sun is going to break through the clouds in the next hour or so, and I'd like to get this fertilizer on the plants.
Yeah, because it might mess with the photosynthesis.
Or it's just gonna burn.
No, it has a higher chance of burning the leaves, I think, if we put it on when it's wet. Oh, we have some red raspberries here.
And we've got Chica also. You think she'll eat one?
She's not
No,
allowed-
no. You're not giving her these. These are too good. I'm eating them.
These are the best.
You don't even get any. Scram, kid. I'm
I
not
didn't
joking.
get any
We had these growing, this same variety. This is the. Do you
This is the
remember?
heritage.
Heritage.
Yeah.
These were the same variety we
Dad,
had at
come
our
on.
farm.
Take one or two. Let us have one or two.
And we had tons and tons and tons
Oh,
of them.
there's more here, kiddo. Right
There's
here.
more here.
So
Eat them.
we
let me
just
see.
planted these, so they're just getting going.
yeah.
So I think next year will be our year.
Yeah. I think so too. We have
would I
another
make
variety.
this
We have these are
Novas.
Novas. Yeah, they're not doing quite as good.
This is what the commercial growers are transforming their bushes
What do you
into
mean
this.
transforming?
Not transforming, but they're changing to this variety for, I guess, maybe they're easier.
All right.
Have less.
You see any
pest
more here, bud?
properties.
No.
All right. Yep. You can see we're going to get a lot more as the season progresses. These will give us fruit until
It
the
freezes.
plant freezes and dies, basically. So.
Yeah.
And then we need to cut them down to the ground and put like a heavy mulch layer
Yeah.
around them once that happens, so that we can get a good harvest next year.
Okay, let's show them our basket.
It's the same.
It's looking good. All right. Well, let's. I'm going to put the camera down for a second and get that fish emulsion ready, and we're going to start. Oh no! Here comes the sun. Might be too late. I don't know. We're going to do it real quick. We're going to get some fish emulsion on this whole garden right here. So we'll get back with you in just a minute. All right. So we got our fish emulsion here. Here's a little chart of, approximately how much fish emulsion per water you want to use for different kinds of plants. We've been using this so long, I just kind of know how much to dump in that bucket. And
Yeah, you don't measure anything.
I don't measure
you just kind of
anything,
throw a little in there and dilute it.
So for the vegetables, it'll probably be a little less a fish emulsion to water ratio than it would for like a big fruit tree or something like that. But I've never had this burn our plants ever. So
No. Smells delightful.
it does smell good.
I'm just joking.
And that's why we
It
picked all.
smells horrible.
That's why we picked all the fruit first, or all the vegetables first, because we don't want to get this stuff all over the vegetables. Then we have to really wash them. And this stuff will stick. The smell sticks to your hands. Sticks to basically anything that you get it on. So just fill this up. It's great though. We use it here and in Florida. It's really the only fertilizer. It's the only chemical or outside nutrient we use on our garden. We don't use anything else but mulch, and I mean we compost a little. We should be better at composting.
We did. My friend gave me a bunch of manure from her farm.
Yeah, that's true.
So when we were getting the garden beds going, we spread all that.
Yeah, so we had horse manure. We had a
Horse
couple
manure
kinds.
and alpaca.
Yeah.
And I put the alpaca all in the raised bed, and then all of the horse manure that was aged went into these two garden beds.
All right, so we got basically a full bucket here. Get this a little fuller.
So kind of brown.
All right. Those off here. And let's we'll go start over here real quick. Like I said, this works. You can put it on the roots, or you can put it directly on the leaves of plants. And I've never had this burn a plant before, so we're just gonna dump it right on. We want to make sure that whatever spills goes into the garden here, not on the grass down there. Let me get the flowers a little bit. Just all nice over the leaves. I just got some on my feet, which isn't gonna be good. I'm gonna have to wash these sandals, these flip-flops now. All right, I think that is good enough.
You want to hit that rosemary?
Sure.
I don't think that's been done. It's looking happy.
Doesn't need it. Rosemary's a tough plant.
Yeah, it is.
You can grow rosemary on an island. You can grow it on a mountain.
Say it's a little tougher on the island.
Well, that one that we in Folly Beach. Remember that huge rosemary
Oh
plant
yeah,
we had?
it's huge.
See, I'm just gonna get it all over the leaves. Make sure it hits the roots or hits the base of the plant. You don't need a ton. We'll probably do this, once a week from now on. I did it earlier on in the season when we first started the garden, and then everything seemed to be going well for a while. And now I think it needs a little help. So I'm gonna fill this up again, and we'll keep going.
All right.
Tell me when.
Good.
All right, so we got another bucket filled up here. One thing I want to point out with this stuff is it's concentrated, like we mentioned before, but you're gonna want to shake it pretty good.
Just to stir
Yeah,
up
I mean,
all
a
the...
lot of times you got a lot of solids at the bottom and kind of a lot of liquid at the top. And another thing I found with this company, this is one of the only companies that sells this stuff widespread, but It's not super duper consistent. Sometimes we get stuff that's a little more watered down. This stuff is pretty thick, which I'm happy about. It means I feel like it'll go further.
Yeah, we're getting more for our money.
Yeah, and actually, I will say the past couple years it's been more consistent. It was during COVID that I noticed the consistency
Yeah.
went down a little bit. The consistency of everything went down during COVID. So.
Yes.
All right, so we're just gonna hit every one
Everything
of these plants with just a little bit. Make sure the bases or the bases of the plants get it too. Don't worry about getting it on your fruits or vegetables. You can rinse it off, it won't kill you. You just don't want to eat it. I got these back here.
And we've been making our own in Florida that we're still in the process of making, and we're hoping that the stuff that we make will have better results than this stuff, because I'm sure this stuff is pasteurized in some way.
Yeah, I'm sure it's cooked. Yes.
So it's, not going to have the microbes in it that, a home brewed.
You can make fish emulsion out of any fish. You can make it out of a whole bunch of minnows. You can make it out of the carcasses of largemouth bass. You can make it out of any of the plants you catch in the ocean or the intercoastal. You really just need some fish. You probably make it out of shrimp.
Looking for that tomato worm.
Yeah, he's in here.
Got to be around here somewhere.
He's in here somewhere.
Unless Chica ate him.
Real quick. All right, so we will just keep repeating this process, and then we'll get back with everybody when we're finished.
Oh, look at the corn.
Where? Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Little mini corn.
Little mini corn. All right, so we've finished fertilizing everything. I'm not going to do the potatoes or the melons over there because they all look pretty good.
We put a lot more manure in that garden.
We did.
Because we dumped it right next to there, and that was the first. That was
yeah, we're keeping the manure in the back corner there. So
we were originally going to do our garden there, just there, and then we realized it was maybe a little too shady over there, and that this would be a better spot. But when we built this one, it was kind of a last minute.
It was.
Decision.
Actually, this trampoline used to be right here, and then we pushed it up under the trees to have the garden, which actually worked out great because now the trampoline's in the shade most of the day.
Yeah,
and
the
kids.
trampolines was a fence too.
Yeah.
It keeps the deer out.
Right, the deer.
Side.
Yeah, the deer don't really come through there. So.
Yeah.
But that is basically it. I highly recommend using fish emulsion. Again, it is the only kind of fertilizer we use. We don't use any kind of pesticides or herbicides or anything else. We do everything all organic. I'm not sure if that company, if this is specifically, been organically certified or not. I don't know if it says it on there or not.
No,
I don't think it has. But, if you make your own, you know for sure.
It's organic material.
It is, yeah. And if you make your own, which is real easy to do, I think I touched on how we did it in one of our past garden tour videos down in Florida. Maybe we'll make a whole video on how to make it. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of other great videos on YouTube. Teaching you how to make it though.
Yeah.
It's real simple.
Our neighbor was who told us about it in the first place, and down in Florida.
Yeah.
She had a farm and that's what she used. But really the beauty of it is, when you add manure or compost or whatever, you have to pull the mulch back and you gotta put it down all around it. So it's real labor intensive. But with the fish emulsion, you just it's like watering the plants, but adding a little bit, so there's a little bit of work there, but it's a very simple application. So I think that's probably one of the better features of it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could, if we had a bigger garden than this, we could even get a tank for our side-by-side and have a sprayer and just ride alongside of the crops and spray it if we wanted to.
All of our fruit trees are caged, so we would have to get in there, pull the mulch back, put the compost around the trees, which we still need to do that once a year in the spring, maybe twice a year, but that's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, and this is much easier. So
does smell.
Oh yeah.
Our whole, we don't have smell-o-vision, obviously, but it smells pretty bad out here right now. The smell goes away. It doesn't smell for more than a day.
Yeah.
And if it were to rain today, it would instantly go away.
Yeah.
You don't really want to put it on right before rain, though, because it's just going to get diluted further. Ideally,
Get carried away.
yeah, ideally, like I said, I can kind of see the sun starting to break through the clouds. Ideally, we would have gotten out here even an hour earlier this morning. But we have 3 kids, and they require our attention.
And
And
they're doing their school right now,
yeah, we
so.
homeschool too, so we had to get them fed and started before we did this. So it is what it is. So, but anyways, y'all, if you have any questions or comments about our vegetable gardens, anything we're growing here, or the fish emulsion, just post down below. Until next time, everybody out there, take care.